What did you see at the start? Oh, he's putting on socks. Oh, yeah. That's nice. What do you mean he's putting on socks? No, the start of the live stream was him just putting on socks. You watched a guy put on socks. That's right, I watched a guy put on socks. That's all I was doing. He was just putting on socks. What did he do after that? He talked about putting on socks. And then he talked about how he talked about putting on socks, how ridiculous it was to talk about putting on socks. Who puts on socks on a live stream? Nevertheless, I'm probably the only person watching my own live stream, which is good, which is so good. I've doubled my live stream audience in the space of a day. I've gone from 0 to 2. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. I don't even know where I am. Oh, hi guys. I am God. Hi. Chris, Cassie, hi. Josh, hi. Sponge, hi. Ernestine, hi. Robbie, hey. Sponge, congrats. Thank you very much. That's great. Definitely progress, Josh. Whitney, hi Whitney. How are you, my friend? What's up? Muddling through life, hi. White Knight, hi from England. Creating with Amy, morning. Christianity9, hello. Veronica, hey there. New to your channel, love listening. Oh, thanks, Veronica. I appreciate that. Peter, Yippee, hi Ryan. Endless Rage, greetings. Tim, hi. Restless Mule, hi. Shannon, hi. Chris. Little Blossom. My first time joining a live stream, Little Blossom. Well, welcome, my friend. You've come to the worst live stream you'll ever be a part of. Whitney, I'm so happy to hear your son is loving his new school. I'm so happy to hear there's at least one child on planet Earth that I know that's enjoyed their school. I had the strangest realization. I did some live streams over the last couple of days, and about 6 minutes in, no one came. I did like 3 or 4 in a row just to work out what's going on, and no one came for like 6 minutes every time. And then when I did this live stream this morning, when I set it up on my phone, because it's like a vertical stream, when I set it up on my phone, I realized the default setting has changed when you live stream vertically, and the default setting was set to unlisted. So I had to actually go in and select it to like everyone. What the hell? What the hell? So I come for a live stream is unlisted, which is probably the reason why no one came to my live streams over the last couple of days. I personally had a nervous breakdown and thought that people no longer wanted to talk to me or see me. And that was a good and a bad thing, I think. But I feel like I've got to the bottom of it. I have got to the bottom of it. Franklin, how you going? Thank you so much, Orion. Your content helped me so much. I was just diagnosed today, autism and ADHD at 24. Congratulations. Welcome, my friend. It's great to have you. Well, I'm glad after a long battle, Whitney, you finally got a good space for your son. What a challenge it is, but I agree. Bungle, hi from England. Davey J, hey. Ramona, good evening from California. Blue Sky, aloha. Aloha back to you, and mahalo for joining. I'm desperately jealous of the fact you're using Hawaiian language or potentially in Hawaii. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Little Blossom. YouTube's user friendliness doesn't exist. I agree. It's like, thank you, Blue Sky. White, living in the gray area. Hi from California. Thanks for sharing your experiences. I appreciate that. there's always time for questions. You don't have to ask me. You can chat, with other people. You can ignore me completely and just chat to each other in the chat room, which is preferable. Just at the person you want to talk to, say hey, have a chat, communicate, get together, make friends. Or you can ask me a question. I won't always see it. That's the issue. But all right, good luck, Sponge. Hope you find your song. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Christina, have I ever moved and found it difficult? Man, I've moved lots. And I hate it. It's horrific. It's not something I would recommend. Okay. Is it Atu Vera? Hello, thank you for doing content. Even when it's hard, I've learned so much from your channel. We appreciate it so much. Thank you. Living in the grey area, what's the hardest part of YouTube for you? I'd say the hardest part of YouTube for me is probably the technical aspect of how it's set up, and navigating why I'm doing it versus how they want you to do it to help them make money, and navigating all the analytics and all the rules and how it's set up. That's the main one. Because the point why I do it is to connect with you guys, to let you guys connect with others, and to hopefully make you feel less alone, validated, supported, that kind of stuff. And obviously the core reason is to, having an autistic son, I want him to have a better life than me. So that's not exactly the point of YouTube, though. Obviously the point of YouTube from a Google point of view is to make money off ad revenue. So the more people that watch videos, the more people can see ads, which means you can sell ads to people and make lots of money. So that's tricky. I was actually going through this, having a conversation about this recently with someone who is not an autistic person, just someone who's a help to me with he's like, look at it like a neurotypical interpreter for YouTube. And he was explaining to me, he said, have a look at your views graph, so your channel views from when you started your first video, when you post your first video to today. Have a look at that and then tell me if you think you're going shit or not. And it was a really great thing to do, because you can get bogged down in YouTube stats like this last 7 days, the last 28 days, and you think, oh man, what's happening here? And it was really interesting. Obviously, clearly, it's done. My channel's doing a lot better now than it did 4 years ago. But he also said all YouTubers that make it kind of to this level have a thing like they refer to as the golden era. And it's basically like this significantly astronomical spike where a video or videos hit, and that is kind of like what builds a community. And then from then it just drops bang, and you think you've died, but in fact you haven't. You've had this kind of golden era where it's reached people, you built a community, and now you have a steady progression of people. And I guess I'm lucky enough to have had one of those little eras where people have connected, and now people hopefully like to watch my videos regularly. As in, rather than strolling through YouTube for something that takes your fancy, maybe there are some people that like to tune in every week and see what I've got. Whether they like it or not, it's just check it out. If that's the case, that's amazing. That's basically having a TV show. That's pretty amazing. And I'd much rather that than these giant big spikes and all this kind of crap. So anyway, I feel like I've really lost the comments here. Ernestine, that's a great idea about what you're doing for a group and autism-friendly stuff on the church thing. That's a great idea. Fantastic. Renee, hi. Human NU, hi. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to catch up. You Min, I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this. You Min Yule, thank you for posting unmasked videos. They help me feel more normal about my speech patterns. I appreciate that. It's great that I'm glad you connected with that. JE, hey Orion, it was good to see you on Proudly Autistic's live last night. Oh, Karen, yeah, I dropped into Karen's live stream. That was cool. She was obviously on my channel a few weeks back and bloody brilliant. Hi, Spicy Autistic / Lauren / Amanda / whatever the hell your name is. I'm glad you made it. Take the pressure off Whitney. And how are your video uploads going, Spicy Autistic? Oh, sorry, White Knight. Yes, a golden era is like a YouTube term for a really, not just a peak, but a really monumental kind of peak that's not proportionate to your other peaks. Because, YouTube's kind of like this, yeah? Like a heartbeat. But then you have like this, like a heart, sorry, let's try this again. Like a heart attack. And that's kind of like a golden era. Anyway. Spicy, whose energy and confidence do you want to borrow? Because if you think I've got energy and confidence, then I am masking way too much today. But you can take it all. Dolly Baby, hi from Oklahoma. Yo. Bounty Mass, happy to be here. Thank you for being here. Life with PHP, did it take you a while to refine yourself? What you like and dislike? It does when you get diagnosed later in life, 100%. You're kind of starting again. Thanks, JE, that's great. Appreciate that. Crystal O'Keefe, greetings. Scott Briggs, brilliant. Wow, I'm really struggling to catch up to these comments. I feel like I'm ages behind, man. Julia, hi from Texas. Yo. Good luck killing the grass. Jan from Norway. Welcome, Jan. Great to have you here. Jan Olav, great to see you. Brilliant. Welcome. Half past midnight in the UK. Wow. Okay, so it's late. Estelle, hi from Geelong. Yo, Estelle. Hi from Geelong. Geelong. Quite a ways from where I am. So I'm in Victoria, right? And it's like big bay called like Port Phillip Bay. So the city's kind of separated by this bay. There's no bridge across it or anything like so. If you're on one side of the other side of the bay and the other side of the bay, that's a big drive. Anyway, all good. It's great. That's great content, Orion. Well done, mate. Well done. No, that's really good. Really good. Fantastic. Kyle, hey from Alabama. Finding your videos helped me figure myself out. Fantastic. No topic at the moment, JE. Whatever you want to talk about. Scott Briggs from the island of Long Island, New York. I think, is it New York or Long Island? I don't know what the state is. I'm sorry. Robbie, how much time weekly do I spend developing and editing content? Every day of the week. Every day of the week. Helen, hi. Hi from the UK. Thanks for being here, Helen. I appreciate it. Crystal's from Washington State. Tim, trying to find resources for a proper diagnosis. Absolutely. They're hard to find depending on where you are in the world. As an adult, though, really, I mean, the bottom line is you are going to have, if you want to look at a medical diagnosis, you are going to have to, consult like your GP and get a referral to a specialist. Usually it would be a psychiatrist, which is obviously a doctor who specializes in adult diagnosis, but it's tricky. There's no question about that. White Knight, have you ever been to Perth? White Knight, I've not only ever been to Perth, let's be honest, I dominated Perth, okay? I lived in Perth for 6 years and I dominated. I was the #1 radio host in my time slot. I was the game day MC at the AFL football team, Fremantle Dockers home games. I did some Channel 7 stuff. I was the dominant king of Perth for 6 years. And then I said, I'm going. In fact, they probably kicked me out. It's probably more the point. I probably didn't say I was going. Probably got kicked out. I'm trying to work out what happened. What happened? No. I just said, I'm going to find a bigger place to be the king of. Perth. And by the way, I'm offended that you would not know I've been to Perth. Orion? Hello? Orion? Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Living in the grey area. Did you write your book before worrying about publishing? No, I didn't. I wrote my book as part of the publishing process. But if you're self-publishing, then I think there is only one way of writing a book when you're self-publishing, and that is writing a book before publishing. And there's no reason why you couldn't do that. It's so great if you can take the time and effort to write stuff down. You can self-publish on Amazon or these kind of places, and hey, you can reach people. And you won't make any money off it. There's no money to be made in books unless you're like crazy famous. But that's not the point. You can reach people and help people. So, 100%. Gamer Girl Sarah, thank you. Corel, hi. Sarah, our little kitty cat's doing great. Roger and Daisy. Usually they come up when they hear me talk. Spicy Autistic, you're asking about, did I watch Conan on the Hot Wings thing? That was brilliant. Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien is my spirit animal. A lot of times people say I'm Conan Orion. But actually, I've been watching his show. He's got a TV show, Conan O'Brien Must Go, where he basically goes to countries all over the world. God, man, it's funny. It's one of the only times where I've sat on the couch watching a show where, like, my wife Renee is like, you are giggling like a schoolgirl. What is happening here? It's like, it just gets me. Anyway, bloody brilliant. But the Conan O'Brien Hot Wings thing, or whatever it was, that is a classic example, guys. This is a lesson to learn. That's a classic. The Conan O'Brien Hot Wings thing is a classic example of just doing what feels right for you, what makes you happy, what you want to do, what is authentically you, and not caring about how everyone else does it or what anyone else will think. No one in their history has ever done that Hot Wings thing, right, like Conan did. No one, right? And the same with these shows. Conan's been on the brink of being fired from everything because he refuses to do anything the way everyone else does it. He just does what makes him happy, what makes him laugh, what he thinks is cool, right? And it's very offbeat. It's very different. He brought a fake doctor on the set, right? And like a recurring story of the fake doctor checking him, which is hilarious. And then he also had this recurring story of how, I don't taste hot stuff. He kept the joke kept going was, when's it going to get hot, right? That's another joke. That's another recurring thing. Usually get celebrities and they just interview each other, yeah, and eat stuff. But no, this is trust me. Don't overthink this. If you ever want to do anything in life, like doesn't have to be content. Don't ever do anything that isn't instinctually right to you. And do it that way. And if people say that's not how it's done, just don't argue with them. Just smile and nod and do it your way. That's my advice. That's right, Scott. You could refer to me as the Prince of Perth. Ariana, you like that? Dominated. Nice to see you here. That's great. Veronica Crawford struggles with communication. Any tips? Anyone in the community that wants to at Veronica and share their communication tips? It's a tricky situation as autistic people. Look at it like this. If you don't have an interpreter, if you speak a different language and you don't have an interpreter, how do you have a conversation with someone, right? Like, you need an interpreter. Neurotypical, neurodivergent brains, without an interpreter, it's always going to go bad. So it's not about, I say, not about you, okay? And if you don't have an interpreter, which is the case, then the only real thing you can do is, now, hang on, let's stop for a second here. Let's stop for a second. I don't want to go down this route of like what you can do to bend for neurotypical people. The best way to communicate with neurotypical people is to front load the things they need to know first. Yeah, like, okay, tell them. Just so you know I'm autistic, or just so you know, I might not ask this question or answer this question or talk to you in this conversation in a way you're used to. Just so you know, I'm definitely not trying to offend you or upset you. I speak this way naturally. It may come across to you a bit blunt or a bit aggressive, or, you know, something uncomfortable about it, something that's not right to you. But trust me, it's me being naturally me and talking. This is how I talk. I mean no badness. You know, preloading stuff can really help. Front loading stuff can really help. But neurotypical people have to buy into that too. Hunter, I'm glad you're here in the chat. How far behind am I? I feel like I'm a day behind. You guys could log out, come back into this live stream in 3 days, and I wouldn't have got to your comment. Whew. Pia, hi from Mexico. Thank you for being here. Living in the grey area, absolutely. I understand that idea of how you like your partner can have the same giggle reaction with watching someone like Craig Ferguson. Bloody hilarious. That guy was bloody hilarious. He was after Letterman, right? Is that right? He was like a Scottish guy. Am I getting this right? Man, he was funny. He did some really out there stuff too. Yeah, I dig that. James, greetings from Spokane, WA. Now, does that mean in the American context, as in Washington, or does that mean in the Australian context, Western Australia? Yay, I needed an Orion moment, my human suit. Well, I thank you for that. Claire from the Woodshed Theory is here, though she may have already been and gone a day ago, and I've just got to the comment. I apologize, Claire. It's taken me a long time. I'm still trying to get through them. I don't know how far behind I am. Well, I'm very far behind. I'm doing my own channel admin here. Whitney and Spicy, I apologize for stepping on toes. I just had enough of random bloody comments from someone, so I just ditched them. Cherries, yo, hey, hello. I'm trying to catch up with comments. I'm sorry if it's taken me this long. Knocked up now. That made me laugh very badly. I made it to a live stream with the worst internet possible. Yay, Alaska! There is worse internet. Come to Australia. Although technically I'm not using Australian internet. I'm using low Earth orbit internet. So it's not coming from Australia, it's coming from space. I really think oh, shit. I'm so far behind. Apologies. Sorry for that. I think I've got Tourette's. I apologize. Visible friend, thank you for being here. Is Claire from the Woodshed Theory gone, or is she still here? Claire, what are you doing today? What's happening today? What is it, Thursday night? It's 9:53 a.m. on Friday. 9:53 a.m. on Friday, the 26th of April here in Australia. I'm not in the city, but my capital city in the state I'm in is Melbourne, Australia, Ray. Melbourne, Australia. So Spicy, if you want to see the outtakes of my videos, you can see the 700 edits out of me saying the yucky words. Claire is here and listening, but she's also multitasking. Claire is cleaning and listening, so thank you for doing that, Claire, and multitasking. I think it's fair to say, Claire, and I think you'll agree when I say this, it's just great to see you and hear you. It's always great to see your face and hear your voice, Claire. And I would never have said anything. I would never have said anything to the contrary, frankly. It's just great to see you and hear you. Now, of course, I can't see you or hear you. So there are benefits to the live stream. Wait, hang on, that's not what I meant to say. Do I have a blooper section, Spicy? No, I do not have a blooper section. My blooper section would not be broadcastable. It would just be a series of beeps. So that would be very bad. Now, this is the point for some people where I have to say, just so we're clear, the banter on live streams between Claire from the Woodshed Theory and myself, not only on mine but on hers, is all just in fun. In fact, you should never take it seriously. Most people don't, but don't take it seriously. We're just joking around. This is how we talk. This is how our friendship works. We're very rarely nice to each other. It's just how it just works for us. And I am a member of her mug club, and I got a beanie recently, right? Yeah. So don't give me this crap, right? Like, look, this is my latest beanie. I like it because it's like this kind of like steely blue, yeah, like a steely kind of blue. It's my blue steel, guys. Blue steel. Yeah. I got that from Claire from the Woodshed Theory at her last hat drop, okay? I might have even been before that. It wasn't even part of her hat drop. It was existing. And I wanted that one. Anyway. Cherries, there's no way I can work on any kind of smolder. I have no smolder. There's no, forget about a smolder. I wouldn't even have a spark. There's no fire to be lit. Do not need to thank me for the support, Claire. Been supporting each other since the early 80s on our YouTube experience. So, can I backflip? No. I mean, I can. You can hear me or you can't hear me. You have lost audio or you haven't. You can hear me? Yes? Someone say yes. Okay, you can hear me. Yeah, thanks for pointing out my my imperfections. So I've got redness on either side of my nose. I get it when I'm stressed. It's like, so I have an autistic brain. It's very different. The way the brain reacts to skin is very different being autistic. This is very common for me. You can have meltdowns and shutdowns and burnout, and people think it's just a certain way. It manifests in many ways, not just gut aches and feeling. It can manifest on my skin. It gets kind of red and raw, and I put a bit of cream on it and settles down mostly. I'm human just like you. But yes, and I don't cover it up with makeup and stuff. So I do this so you guys don't feel alone too. Hopefully you guys don't feel alone. And you see me and you go, holy crap, what's wrong with that guy's face? Well, there's many things wrong with my face. The red part's least of the worries. But yeah, my autistic brain shows up in many ways. In fact, if you look at most of my videos, I agree, a snail. I think if you look at most of my videos, I may well one day be referred to as an icon in the stress rash world. There aren't many videos where I don't have a red mark on my face. I'm telling you, it comes and goes. You watch the videos, you'll know when it's a good time and a bad time in my life by looking at the videos and seeing how red my face is. Yeah. I'm an icon, my friend. I'm a stress rash face icon. How good is that? That's the best. That's the best. I love that. All right, where are we here? I mean, I don't want to be a rash icon to every extent. That would be bad, and I won't be. Trust me. My human suit, you're going to do some dishes, but you'll have me in your ear. Okay. That's awkward. Kyle, just don't do anything rash. I like it. I like it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, Chad, I am an Aussie. Looks like everyone's on board for me being a stress rash icon. I appreciate that. Jan, you're up for that too. Great. Jenna, hi Jenna, how you doing? Great to see you here. Welcome along. I worked out, by the way, if anyone's listening anymore, I'm probably not. I worked out, by the way, so here's what happened. I did some live streams over the last couple of days. About 6 minutes in, 0 people. Never happened to me in my life. So I stopped it, tried again, stopped it, tried again, did it a couple of times for over a couple of days, 0 people, ever. And I thought, okay, I've reached the end. Well, it's been a good run. It's been a good run. I've reached the end. I'm out. I've retired. In fact, it wasn't because people weren't coming. It was because I didn't realize that the settings had changed. When you do a live stream on your phone, and the visibility setting had changed, and the default, maybe I did it somewhere in YouTube Studio, I didn't realize it. It was default setting unlisted. I wasn't realizing I was starting live streams with a visibility setting of unlisted. In other words, no way of you guys getting notifications or ever seeing it. No one could have found it unless I literally sent you a link. So, we got to the bottom of that. The lives I did over the last few days, no one came because they were unlisted. And I only worked it out this morning when I did this live stream, and it was set to unlisted. I finally looked and I thought, oh, that will make a lot of sense. I put this to public. So just another classic day of me trying to work out technical stuff on YouTube. It's a bloody nightmare. But anyway. So just be careful, guys. Be careful out there. Visible friend. Yeah, exactly. There's stress on my face and what we're going through with Conan at the moment. And this is the issue with having kids, having an autistic kid. I mean, oh my goodness, it's just every day is the same. I feel like, and I did it in a video recently, like an unmasked one. I feel like after the first 5 years of primary school, elementary school, whatever you want to call it, I've lost the energy and the drive to continue to advocate. I feel like it's been such a daily battle, saying the same stuff every single day and nothing changing. Horrific. Yeah, Claire, woodshed theory. Oh no, I bet yours doesn't do that. Maybe I changed it. You know, like you can change it in your default settings, like your default upload settings. Maybe that's what I did. I think that's what I might have done. Because in YouTube, right, if you have a channel, you can go to settings, and you can, every time you do a video, you can like preload it. So when you upload it, everything's selected. And I may have selected it to be unlisted. So when it uploads and it's processing, it's not going to be like, available to watch when it's not proper quality or uploaded, yeah? I think maybe that overrode any activity, Claire, which is quite scary. So I'm pretty sure that's the fix, manually selecting public. But I'll tell you what, that was a scary moment. 2 days of doing live streams, not looking very much at what I was doing and realizing no one's here, and this is horrible. Annie Kelly, bought your book, read your book, loved your book. Thanks for what you're doing. Diagnosis has been life-changing. Your book helped me a lot. Annie, I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate your support, and thank you very much. Very nice of you. Don't forget, everyone. This is my book. It's called Autism Feels, An Earthling's Guide. It's my book, written by me. There's the back of my head. There's the front of my head. You can buy it on Amazon worldwide right now. Just to be clear, everyone, the last, if you haven't bought the book and you consider going to Amazon and spending $30, that'd be amazing. Just so you're clear, the last payout I got from Amazon for my book was $116. That's right. That's right. So I'm a millionaire. With $116, I'll be a millionaire. I'm not saying you guys aren't supporting me by not buying my book. I'm saying thank you for buying my book. Either you've all bought my book and I'm getting very little money from the sales, or you haven't all bought my book and that's why. But either way, so yeah. That's not a joke, by the way. I'm not joking. They'll only pay you at a certain point, and I barely got over $100. Anyway, it's a great book. I wouldn't read it, but it's a great book. You can buy it from Amazon worldwide, anywhere on the planet. It's not, I don't do anything, they do it all, and then, you get the book. So it's not about making money, it's about helping people. I'd rather you guys get validation, support, and help people out of it. Rest assured, I'm not going to make anything from it. I'm certainly not going to make back the money it would have taken to spend almost 2 years writing it. But anyway, that's just part of it. Don't stress about it, guys. That's just part of it. There's no money in books unless you're like, a superstar or like got a specific thing, right? And that's not why you do it. Yep, Rinky Dinky, that's right. It's a great book. I wouldn't read it. That's my best quote ever. Well, thank you, Jan. That's very nice. I appreciate that. Being a member, it helps me too. So thank you. Cherries, what are you up to? Making trouble, Cherries? Spicy, you're asking me about costs involved in books. This sounds like a very boring topic for everyone. I'm not sure if people want to hear about this. I'm happy to answer it though. The cover looks like Andy Warhol's ghost, or done by Andy Warhol's ghost. Fair enough. So my book is available on Amazon as a Kindle. If you just want to spend $10 and just get the ebook, that's cool. It's not my thing. I hate reading on screens. But anyway, yeah, you can get the book for $10. Totally cool, man. Happy for you to do that. Or you can pay like, I don't know, whatever it is, $30, whatever it is on the Amazon for the proper book. Either way. I've done videos before about the whole investment in books. It cost a bloody fortune, to be honest with you. But yeah. Autism Feels, An Earthling's Guide is the title. Autism Feels, An Earthling's Guide. Orion Kelly. Thanks, Veronica. Oh, guys. Yeah. Anyway, what else is going on? I'm currently editing a video. That's right, visible friend. I'm an author. Currently editing a video here, guys. Orion is 100% my real name. It's on my driver's license. It's 100% my real name. Orion, bang, 100%. It's 10:10 a.m. on Friday. I'm editing a video, okay? Very complicated, guys. It's very complicated. I'm sorry you're not feeling well today, Jenna. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Valen, thank you. Appreciate that. paid. If you're asking what my book's about, the title should give it away, Autism Phil's an Earthling's Guide, but it's just about being an autistic person and my experiences and all different tips and tricks and strategies to, for parents and carers and autistic people. So anyway, the video I'm working on is for Monday. What's today? Friday, where I am. Crap, I better get going. And yeah, it's on hidden autistic traits. So what I do in this video is I quickly, in an unboring way, go through what autism is in the diagnostic DSM-5. So I go, all right, here's how the DSM-5 work out if you're autistic or not. And now, here is some hidden autistic traits that you may experience, but you probably aren't going to find in the DSM-5. Believe it or not, the DSM-5 miss out on quite a lot of really genuinely autistic things. Anyway, so that's what the video is about. Jenny Aspie, hey Jenny, I haven't seen you with the comments going fast, but great to see you. I think there was a comment about how long does it take me to edit my videos. Good question. It depends. It depends. Some videos can take me a couple of days to edit. Some maybe a day, usually a couple of days. It depends. But I hope you guys are looking forward to this video. It should be really interesting. I think it's really interesting. I'm still going through it and sorting it out, but I think you'll enjoy it. I did Jenny Aspie, who's in the chat. I know Claire from Witchet Theory's done a video with her, and I did one recently. I was in one of her videos, where she gets people to send in clips. And I sent in a 2-minute clip of some of my special interests and passions, and that's in one of her videos. So if you want to check out that video and find out about my more personal passions and special interests, then you can check out me and Jenny Aspie's video on her channel. Tracy, thank you for being here. I appreciate it from the UK. Always great to have you. Spicy. Premiere Pro freezes. Okay. I guess the issue with those kind of things is when you're using something like that, you need a relatively powerful computer, unfortunately, to run it. That's the core issue. Then again, hey, Claire, Jenny, Claire, Jenny, Claire, hi. How about some ASMR time where you just watch me make some cuts on the video? I don't say anything, you just watch me make some cuts on the video. Like ASMR editing. Let's do that for a bit, yeah? Here we go. Ready to rock. Here we go. Action shot, here we go. shouldn't be able to hear this because I've got headphones in. I'm not going to give you the content before you get the content, right? This is gold. No content before the content, guys. Oh. I'm supposed to whisper? How can I whisper if I'm listening to myself editing myself? I'll whisper when I find an edit. Shannon, thank you. I appreciate that. Here we go. Jan, thank you. Just talk amongst yourselves, guys. I'm editing a video, all right? You can't have everything at once. Wait, why duct tape? Who's got duct tape? Hi from Oklahoma, then again. All right, check this out. Normal keyboard, normal keyboard. Now, watch this. You ready? Here we go. Stand by, everyone. Oh, hang on. That's not a normal keyboard. That's a keyboard that has all the shortcuts to edit a video on the keyboard. Every single button that tells you what every single button in Premiere Pro does. Look. Well, that makes it easier. How you like them apples? Welcome back to me doing nothing. Oh, I'm great to hear that, Helen. Thank you. Someone asked about the specs on my computer, I think. It's just a standard iMac. Like just bought standard iMac. Specs, don't think they're very important. Special. Justin, I appreciate that. I'm glad I've helped you understand yourself better with my videos. It's awesome. I appreciate it. Isabel, you made it to a live. Awesome. Thank you for being here. You moved so fast, Orion. What do you mean? What do you mean I moved so fast? Sarah, do you ever get sick of hearing your own voice when editing? Oh, God, Sarah. I do. I 100% do. I get... thank you, Isabel. I get sick of hearing my own voice. I get sick of seeing my face. So I disassociate it, yeah? I focus on the words and the content and just focus on cutting out, like I look at the waveform. I'll show you what I mean. I look at the waveform, yeah? Hang on. This waveform of voices. I focus on that. Lightning, thank you. I try to focus on the content and the words and disassociate my voice or my face. I can tell you right now, I absolutely hate watching my own videos. And that's not something I'd ever do, by the way. Also, when I'm ever a guest on someone else's channel or a podcast, I've never once ever listened to that. I mean, I did it while I listened to it. But yeah, I do. It is something that's really tricky. I totally get it. That's my answer. You do, Cherries. You recognize patterns and visible friend. I wish you could interview Fern Brady. I think she's on Netflix at the moment. I think she's got a special on Netflix in stand-up. I guess my biggest question about that is why haven't I got a stand-up special on Netflix? If she has one, that's not fair. But yeah, I'll have to try and check it out. Hella, 4 autistic kids. Wow, your area has no autism awareness. Well, that's really horrible. I'm really sorry to hear that. Spicy Autistic, apply. Apply for what? You can't apply to be on Netflix, you know. Oh, by the way, if you're joining me, I'm currently editing my video that's out on Monday. That's why I'm doing this while looking over here, just so you know. Talk amongst yourselves. Enjoy. Well, thanks, Helen, about the bullying stuff. I appreciate that. It's going quite fast now in the comments, isn't it? I'm struggling to keep up. Visible friend, what are the call letters on Aussie radio stations? Well, they're not WNBC. WNBC. So basically, the call letters don't get used, yeah? So you will get a call letter, like, and the number is the state, the area code usually. So in Victoria, the area code is like 03. So most of the radio stations start with the number 3. So let's say, so I'm Orion Kelly, so 3 OK, yeah? But then you just change them. So like the radio stations in Melbourne, their names have no relevance to their call sign. WNBC. This is a scene from Howard Stern's biopic, one of the greatest movies of all time, Private Parts, where he's being taught how to say the radio station. Again, this is why radio is dead. If not dying, if not dead, it's dying. Somehow you don't just talk like a normal person, apparently. WNBC. All right, back to editing. See you, Jan. Oh, Diana, I know I look easily distracted. I'm not easily distracted. I'm doing a live stream and editing a video at the same time. So that's why I'm not getting much work done, Jenny. That's true. I'm allowing you guys to communicate and talk and hang out together while getting something done. Am I getting anything done? No. How you like me now? The clickety click of the keyboard is your ASMR, by the way. Hi, Joseph. Can you hear the clicking, or is this a dead air? Whitney, are you going? Sorry, I didn't see that. I've got to turn in. Take care. I'll see you, Whitney. Thank you for being here, Whitney. I appreciate it. Well, don't worry. I'll have to wind this up soon anyway, so everyone can go to bed. It's okay, Spicy. It's all good. I'll wind up the live stream in a few minutes. Everyone start to say goodbye, and I'll give it a few more minutes to hang out and talk and say goodbye to everyone. Don't stress. It's okay. I eat trolls for breakfast. Everyone say goodbye. Everyone happy? My click ASMR is over, guys. I hope you enjoyed my clicking ASMR. This video that I'm clicking and editing will be available very soon. I'm sure you'll love it. Hidden autistic traits. Plus, I'll go through the DSM-5 diagnostic criteria to compare them. Don't miss out. In the meantime, thank you all for being here. You guys are amazing. It's been great catching up. Thank you for seeing everyone. See you, Jenny, Spicy, Lauren, Amanda. Goodbye. Great to have you here. You guys are the best. Thank you again for being here. I'm so glad I finally worked it out and people could actually join me. See you, Claire. Bye, Claire. Oh, I got the email about the fan art with Hugo and Conan, and they loved it. They loved it. They love the dinosaurs and they love the lions. They loved all that. Sorry, I haven't replied to emails for a while. I've been stressed out, but thank you for sending those amazing art. Hugo and Conan loved them. They loved their dinosaurs and lions and their names. So thank you. That was amazing. We really appreciate it. Bye, everyone. See you later.